A little while back, I asked you all to leave an outrageous comment for me to read in my voice, and you guys said some pretty crazy ones, so here we go. The Matrix is a system, Neo. That system is our enemy. But when you're inside, you look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters, the very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of that system, and that makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to be unplugged, and many of them are so inured, so hopelessly dependent on the system, that they will fight to protect it. I took a deep breath, told myself this was it, now or never. I reached up with sweaty palms and hit play on a 7-minute, 16-second long video that would change my life. I had experienced watching 5-minute long trip videos before, but had never taken a plunge this deep. As the familiar voice of the Trip Keeper began to speak, it seemed to speak through me as one enormous vibration, ringing every molecule of my body until my core being shattered into infinite pieces, each piece evolving before my eyes into separate tiny universes. After what seemed like an eternity of watching worlds form, grow, and die, the familiar voice asking me to like and subscribe gently soothed me as I now knew I was coming back down. I clicked like and felt reborn, like a weight had been lifted off of my soul. Today, a young man on acid realized that all matter is merely energy condensed to a slow vibration, that we are all one consciousness experiencing itself subjectively. There is no such thing as death, life is only a dream, and we are the imagination of ourselves. Here's Tom with the weather. According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off the ground. The bee, of course, flies anyway, because bees don't care what humans think is impossible. I've done some powerful psychedelics in my lifetime, and regularly trip on Datura, DPH, and even belladonna. I'd consider myself an experienced psychonaut. However, I will never, ever do jankum again. I thought ginseng was just a simple supplement that gave you a little pep and energy, but little did I know after the dose I took, it would pop my balls. I don't think you could top using a Jack Nicholson impression for the kid in the library on DXM who insisted on checking out a book at the wrong desk. As I stumbled through the hallucinations to hit a dab in the dark, I quickly realized with a mouthful of smoke that this wax was indeed a melted chocolate chip and not a glob of rosin. I descend into madness as my peers ascend into laughter. How did I end up here? Alright guys, today I'll be streaming me smoking the first Datura blunt recorded on YouTube. I'm gonna crack like nobody's watching and eat like I skipped lunch. Why? Because Red Lobster's Crab Fest is back. I'm diving into so much crab, so many ways, like crab lover's dream with luscious snow and king crab legs and rich crab alfredo, or the snow crab bake. Who knew crab goes with everything? Whoever put crab on this salmon, that's who. With flavors like these, I'm almost too excited to eat. Hey, I said almost. Now that it's back, get cracking while you still can. I love it when Baddie Tiara falls asleep to my videos every night. Sweet dreams, Baddie. I said certified freak, 7 days a week. Okay, so you're gonna want to take 10 to 12 Benadryls. We're out of weed, bro. See if your mom has Benadryl. I heard in this YouTube video once that it gets you high. This story begins when I took 50 tabs of acid and 4 grams of Benadryl. Why do we make round pizzas, put them into square boxes, just to cut them into triangles. I'm wanted for pooping in multiple Walmart parking lots during 2008. What you've just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul. You learned the two greatest things in life: never rat on your friends, and always keep your mouth shut. There are two types of people in this world: those who make you feel all constipated and sluggish, and those who are like a real laxative. They make you want to get up and go. Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. Is the duck equivalent of I'm not a people person, just I'm not a geese goose. Public service announcement: stop ordering cat litter. Cat litter is to be purchased in person. If you give a monk acid, will they feel it? The imposter is sus. Get your money up, not your funny up. I did weed, 2CB, shrooms, cocaine, and DMT. Got no visuals. Benadryl's so good, but tales from the trip. Can you stop talking to me in my own house? My house is my own spider. Spiders are in the wires. Big Chungus. I just boofed 40 grams of shrooms because I'm gay. The Jester is a strange entity that I haven't personally heard a lot of. Me personally, I have taken a 200-gram DMT trip mixed with Datura and super strength DPH shots to the frontal lobe and have seen the Jester. However, his presence was a comforting one. He broke down everything in my life and put it back together in the way it was supposed to be. I woke back up 13 days later with shit in my pants, a stuffed raccoon shoved in my purse, and a half-eaten original Charmander valued at $44,000. Would have been $88,000 had it not been half-eaten. I don't even own a fucking purse, so who knows where the hell I got it. I did also thoroughly check through the Shadden pans for the other half of the card, as well as the next couple of days of bowel movements, but no card in sight. I still wondered what happened to it for a while. Couple days later, I did a half-pound of Datura mixed with nutmeg and carrot juice, thirsty, and the Jester brought me the card in a vision. I looked on my desk the next day, and the card was there, covered in my own fecal matter.